John Wilson is out and about this morning. Living the dream, I guess, for certain people. Hello there, Mr. Wilson. How are you?
You know, I was really doing pretty good until Leo got over here, and I'm not really quite sure what's going on. I was much more comfortable with Princess Leia over here. I'm a Princess Leia fan. It's ConCarolinas. This is going to be huge this weekend. We're talking Star Wars, Star Trek, anime, everything, even Klingon karaoke. What is that all about? We'll find out here coming up in just a little bit on Wilson's World. Mark, I think I finally found a place you can go this weekend, and you would be the most normal person in the room, Mathis.
Hey, you know what? We got to get caught up with Wilson, who's hanging out with his people, right?
I don't know, man. I kind of fit in here, but I think you and I both know which one of our producers would fit in very, very well at this show. You know, we have a guy that works on our staff here who is crazy for all of this kind of stuff. And I mean, I'm more of a Star Wars guy. I'm sorry for all you Klingons back here and everything, but it's ConCarolinas, ladies and gentlemen. It gets going today, going on tomorrow, all through the weekend up at the University Hilton. Jada is here with us. Jada, you're one of the dancers from Jabba the Hutt, right?
Yes, I'm a dancer from Jabba's Palace.
I love that. You're also the secretary of ConCarolinas. What do those duties entail as the secretary of this motley, crazy crew?
I take notes and I keep records.
Hey, all right.
Yeah.
So ConCarolinas, somebody's watching this right now and they're going, what the heck are these? These people are crazy.
Well, if you come on down to ConCarolinas, you're going to have the best time because we have great programming, and we're talking about our Star Wars programming right now. We've got some great stuff coming up, and Sherilyn's going to fill us in on that.
Okay. Yeah, so. Yeah, you got a couple things coming up, don't you?
We do. This weekend we have an event going on called the Droid Hunt, which was created by our 501st founder, Alvin Johnson.
What is going on here at my feet? Is this one of the droids here?
This is one of the droids you're looking for.
Oh, these are not the droids you're looking for. That's one of the best lines ever. So the deal is the droid hunt going on this weekend. You got a badge and...
That's right. You stop by the 501st table at ConCarolinas on Saturday, pick up your badge. Our stormtroopers and other Imperials will be wandering around. They come up to you and say, how long have you had these droids? Right. You give them your badge in exchange for a raffle ticket, and you're entered to win a prize.
Oh, I love that. And the droid is actually tearing up Mike's feet over here. I love that. And Tony is here. And Tony, you're in a completely different realm. You're Stargate, right? But you've got your weapon here. Tell me about that.
Well, we're a airsoft team based in the Stargate universe. So our motto is basically Stargate with an airsoft twist.
Okay.
So
if I knew what that meant, it would be really fun. No, I'm kidding. You guys know. You guys go out and it's kind of. I mean, you really go and go at each other with.
What we call the NCAO, which is just airsoft teams have gotten together to play airsoft.
And so, airsoft, for people that don't know what airsoft is
basically it's kind of like paintball. We don't like to use that term, but it's played the same way. We use 6mm plastic BBs, we use safety goggles, and it's all based on the honor system. You just call your hits.
I love that, man. That is pretty cool stuff here. Are they going to do an airsoft here in the Hilton?
Well, not this year. We did it years past. We had demos where guys could come up and shoot the weapons, but not this year. This year we're just going to be out here and people can come and handle them, ask us questions.
It is going to be a good time. Star Wars, Star Trek, Stargate, all kinds of surprises. Later on, Richard Hatch from the original and the new Battlestar Galactica. Very, very cool stuff. ConCarolinas this weekend at the Hilton up in University Place. That's Wilson's World. May the Force be with you.
Thank you, Wilson.
Thank you. Oh, we missed it.
Here we go. John Wilson out and about, and you were exactly right. One of our producers would fit in so well with the crew that you're with today. We all enjoyed that very much this morning.
Mark, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Mark?
Yes.
Help me. Help me, Mark. Help me, Mark Mathis. Save me. You're my only hope. Is there a Klingon behind me right now? I think there's a big Klingon behind me, everybody. Hey, we're at ConCarolinas this morning. Don't get freaked out. It's all good. We got Klingons and brown jacket. It's crazy. I don't know what half this stuff is, but it's very, very cool. And this is Dee. She's tiny, but she's going to scare the heck out of you here in just a little bit because we're doing zombies at ConCarolinas. Great event this weekend. Very kid-friendly. We'll tell you all about it coming up in just a little bit. But be careful. Look out when those Klingons sneak up behind you. It could get a little scary.
Right. Sci-fi lovers from across the Southeast are setting upon the Queen City.
Yeah, that's right. This weekend, we're the mothership for the ConCarolinas Sci-Fi Convention, and our John Wilson is beaming in from the scene.
And real quick...
Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Fox News Rise in Wilson's World. We're up here in the university area. We're going to check in with Derek here in just a second with a little forecast in the forwards, get that weekend weather. It's going to be a hot weekend here up at the Hilton up at University. It's ConCarolinas, a big convention, Star Wars, sci-fi, Klingon, Star Trek, everything, and zombies. It gets going today, going on all through the weekend, today through Sunday, and this is pretty cool stuff. Dee is here, okay? And when you first look at Dee, she's kind of like, oh, hi, I'm nice little Dee and all that. But then she brings out her makeup kit and all this stuff, and what are you doing right here?
I'm doing stippling on his face to kind of give him a little bit of rotted look.
Oh, okay. And zombies here at ConCarolinas. I mean, this is pretty cool. You've actually had some success with this. We did a show at Wilson's World with Romero was in town, and that was a pretty good big thing for you, right?
Oh, yes, it was. Actually, the film that I did with my friend Chris Baker end up in the top 5, and George Romero actually named our movie, and even though we didn't win, which really was sad, he still really liked our movie, so it was really cool to have George Romero say I like something you worked on.
George Romero, like one of the biggest names in zombie culture and sci-fi and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, all that good stuff. Night of the Living Dead.
So for you, how did you get started doing this?
Just because I liked makeup due to the George Romero films. Yeah.
All right, so we're going to show him just here in a little bit. He's getting zombified here. I got to ask you this: the whole ConCarolinas experience with all the characters and all the personalities here, besides your stuff, all right, what is your favorite thing to do at a convention like this?
I like to see Harry Potter stuff.
Really? You like the Harry Potter? See, I told you, she's a little cutie pie, but then you're like totally making like this zombie here.
Yeah, it's I like really fun and scary stuff, but also silly, scary stuff too. So it's one of my favorite things.
All right, so there you go. Add another to the collection here. We got Harry Potter. The kids love that. Star Trek, Star Wars, Battlestar Galactica. Richard Hatch is going to be joining us a little bit later on. He was like the original Captain Apollo, right, on Battlestar Galactica. I used to watch that.
Me too.
I had like the little figures and everything.
Me too.
Yeah, seriously?
I had the playset.
You get back to doing the zombie here. For the first time, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to actually have a zombie toss to weather. All right, zombie, here's your big TV debut.
Weather's on the floor.
Yes, he is with some con. Now, what is con? What does that stand for? Is that short for anything, or is that just what
convention?
Oh,
convention.
okay.
It's like a big convention. Everybody coming together. It's ConCarolinas going on this weekend. Starts today at the University Hilton. Look, Dee, who we talked to earlier, she's just wrapping up her zombie. She got that going on. Karen is here. All right, Karen Diaz. She's an author. She's going to be signing books, and she's got all kinds of great artwork. It's just a big, big time, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to be very. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Look who is here. It ain't a party till Morpheus is in the house. Oh yeah. More from ConCarolinas coming up. It's Morpheus. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. All right, 7:17 is the time right now. We do need to get caught up with Wilson. Have you seen our little friend Reed out there today? Is he in disguise? I mean, because he's off today.
You mean one of the producers of the show? No, Mark, I have not. Have you? I haven't seen him. Should I be looking for him?
You should.
Maybe.
I'm thinking you should,
not.
John.
I don't know. I think Mark is going to be out here a little bit later on because he's a secret Klingon fan, ladies and gentlemen. He likes these right here. Hey, we're at ConCarolinas. That's where we're having some fun, ladies and gentlemen, this morning. We're up here at ConCarolinas. It's going on at the University Hilton up here, University area all over Charlotte. It is great for the kids. Great time. There's already like 50 people here. There's going to be hundreds here this weekend. And this is something new for me. Dawson is here, and you're with the Charlotte Browncoats. What is that all about? Explain that to me.
That's right. The Charlotte Browncoats is a group of fans of the show Serenity, or show Firefly and the movie Serenity.
Okay.
We have chapters all across the U.S. and somewhere across the world. We're fans of the show. We have shindigs or parties. We've got 2 events coming up, actually. One is the charity event, Can't Stop the Serenity. You can find it at charlottebrowncoats.org.
Okay.
And one is the actual Browncoat Ball, which is a full waltz, full weekend of lots of shindig events, and it's at browncoatball.com.
Because the show wasn't on for very long, was it?
The show was on for 13 episodes, but it made such a fan following that they made a movie called Serenity. And right now I'm playing Jane, who has his trusty grenade hat.
I look very cunning in your hat there. Now, speaking of gentleman, and the name is Leela, but she likes to be called Keela. Keela, you're a Klingon. I keep hearing about the big event going on in ConCarolinas this weekend is Klingon karaoke.
That is correct, Wilson. We will be singing in English. You do not have to sing in Klingon, but Klingon karaoke will be here at ConCarolinas, 10 o'clock, Friday and Saturday night.
All right, so it's going on tonight and tomorrow night, and so Klingon, like what do Klingons sing?
Klingons are great fans of opera.
Opera, really? Okay.
Yes, we are very, very great patrons of the fine arts.
Could you give us a little bit right now for all the Fox News Rise and Morning viewers? Could you give us the Klingon anthem? Is that legal? Could you do that?
I can do that, but let me also put a plug in for Carolina Filk, which will be here for all the humans who cannot take Klingon karaoke.
Yes, and if you know what that means, then check it out. I have no idea.
All right. Koi keles puk lod, koi puk be pu, yakbo machbo jeshui, shemak tu me yuv, mashu malang e mak chok tu ye bev mid moi akwov hu, bak machevich et joki bak.
Back to ConCarolinas Klingon anthem. Back to you guys.
So she wasn't making that up.
No,
that's
she
the
wasn't.
real deal.
Come
right
on,
there.
Derek, let's join in.
Right.
Let me tell you something. I used to think me or Wilson, possibly Derek, was the weirdest things that we've ever had on the show. That may have been
the moment.
We need to have that as a promo. This is Fox News Rising.
We'll see that on Channel 9. No, you will not. 20 minutes after the hour. Trying to hold it together next on Fox News Rising.
We gotta get caught up with Wilson this morning, and for that, let's go. Hey, well, there you are. How are you?
Hello, everybody. Wilson's World this morning. Thanks, Mark. Yeah, we're up here at the big University Hyatt. This has been like the best Wilson's World we've had in a long time. Not knocking anybody else. It just got a lot better. Ladies and gentlemen, special guest of the convention here, Richard Hatch is here with us. Man, thank you so much. Hello. You got some fans. People know you from like the original Battlestar Galactica, the reimagined one that's on now. And I got to tell you, just right up front here, I'm getting all kinds of messages from all kinds of ladies throughout the Carolinas hyping you about the old soap opera days.
Oh, yeah. Back in 70? Yeah. Jesus, that's a long time ago.
Yeah.
I was the original Star-Crossed Lovers of, it was Phil and Tara.
Yeah.
On All My Children. Yeah, that's right. That's a long time ago.
Man,
I don't have a cell alive in me today from that era.
And I remember, and I was just telling you, back when I was in Cub Scouts, I had the figure of you, all right, the captain there, and you were on my Pinewood Derby box. Figures and
there wasn't a figurine of me. I would not allow them to make one of those.
There was something that it was one of the Battlestar Galactica guys. And I wrote Captain Apollo on
There's ones now. They made a bunch now.
Okay, so we got the old Battlestar Galactica, the new one, and all that. Right. People love you from that. You've got so many fans here. What's it like for you going to a convention like this?
Well, you feel loved.
Yeah.
No, I'll tell you something. Actors really kind of it's a very tough life. It's up and down. It's all around. People don't realize that all those mansions up there have no furniture in them. Okay? I mean, it's true. You get a series and you buy a house, and then the series is off, and you can't afford the house any longer. But anyway, you come to a convention, and the one thing is that people that watch those shows, they remember your performances, and they just remind you that, somebody cares, somebody values your work.
Yeah.
And believe me, in this industry, today they love you, tomorrow nobody takes your phone call.
Well, but that's the thing. But you got fans that remember you. You're doing stuff now. You've been able to you're not knocking yourself, but you've been able to sustain it. I mean, all careers are kind of up and down.
Well,
and all
something.
You
something.
people that love you.
Well, that's true. Do you love me?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay, my room key is right here, okay? Pass this off.
Hello.
Okay. No, I'll tell you something. I learned one thing in acting, because I teach and lecture all over the country, colleges, universities, but I also produce, direct. I do 1,000 things, but I learned that you cannot sit there waiting for a phone call.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to go out there. You got to make it happen. You got to create opportunities. And the more you do it, the better you feel about yourself, and you make all these connections, and everything is 3 degrees of separation, as you know.
Very well. You're going to be out. That's some great advice. You're going to be out here this weekend, meeting fans, autographs, the whole deal. It's going to be a great time. ConCarolinas.org. Check it out. Yeah.
I am the world champion thumb wrestler. So I'm challenging anybody, anywhere, to take me on this weekend, and I mean that.
Do you want Mike behind the camera here? Mike, you're ready? 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 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a thumb war. Eric, all right, Captain Apollo. Here we go. He got me. There could be only one. Let's go to Derek.
John Wilson is out and about this morning, and I think he has the plum assignment of the day, hanging out with the Klingons, or the worst one. I don't know. I'm kidding.
Dude, hey, Mark, no, you're right. Last week, yesterday I was getting mud thrown in my face. Today I'm hanging out with, Richard Hatch and Klingons and Star Trek and everything. Richard's got a cruise thing. All the ladies sent me a message on Twitter. You got a cruise, RichardHatchCruise.com.
Go to RichardHatchCruise.com, and I host cruises all over the country, and I do my seminars, workshops, all kinds of fun stuff on the
And
cruise.
he has challenged all of his fans to come out to ConCarolinas this weekend. Start at 3 o'clock today. He's going to be here at the Hyatt South Park. You've challenged them to Thumb Wars.
To a Thumb Wars. I am the thumb wrestling champion of the world.
You just beat everybody in the room. I am not messing with you.
Never been beaten.
More from ConCarolinas coming up here in just a little bit. Back to you guys.
All right, well,
all right, it is now about 16 after 8 o'clock. Time to check in with John Wilson. Having a lot of fun this morning, man. I've never seen more costumed people in a room in my entire life, Wilson.
Derek, I'm telling you, I'm having a blast out here this morning, man. Good job with the interview there. Yeah, we are hanging out here. We're at the Hyatt University. All right, want to make sure we got that out there. And it is ConCarolinas. And Hilton? It's the Hilton.
Hilton University.
I have messed this up. We've been doing it right, but then like Richard Hatch comes in, and I'm like totally because I watched him as a kid.
Yeah, he's just a fanboy.
Ron, we're going to switch it up here. Ron is here. It was a thumb war that messed me up. If you Richard Hatch, we'll have it up at foxshow.com a little bit later on. The original Captain Apollo there from Battlestar Galactica. I got that part right.
Yep, that's right.
All right.
Very cool.
So he was here, and he's going to be here all weekend long. But we're at the Hilton, right? University, near the
I need to say
it like 15 times because I messed that up there. But real quick, what I want to get to is Nicole is here, all right? And you look very nervous. Don't be nervous. Who are you dressed up as right now?
Right now, I am dressed up as Princess Peach from the Super Mario Brothers franchise.
Okay, now I get that. I know, okay? All kinds of gaming, anime, Star Wars, Star Trek going on right here, but also a big show tomorrow night, a big movie, the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Absolutely. This is a movie that has been played, it is one of the longest running movies out there, and almost over 100 theaters. I mean, it's celebrating its 35th anniversary this year, and we're really excited to be invited back to ConCarolinas, our cast, our troupe, to come back and perform with these guys.
And the thing is with the movie is going on, but it's like a total I mean, I've been to it. If any of you know, you know. If you haven't been, it's like the original interactive experience going to this movie.
Absolutely. Anybody who comes to see this movie, do not expect to be, quiet atmosphere. There's people yelling things back at the movie. The people who are acting out their parts from the movie are yelling stuff back at you. There's props being thrown everywhere. It's just a big interactive. It's all about the interactive experience.
Yeah, no, it really is, and it's just a good time. And it is a little. I wouldn't be taking the little ones to the movie, but it's on late tomorrow. There are some adult themes in the movie, if you know what I mean. But it's just very But it's a good time. What's your just the craziness, the theater, the whole show, and everything. People are throwing stuff. What's that moment for you that just really makes Rocky Horror Picture Show rock?
It's really hard. There's so many things that make it rock for me, but it's like I was telling you earlier, it's a big freedom of expression. It's ability for the cast to express themselves. It's a way for the audience to express things they couldn't normally express in public day-to-day conversation. It's just, there's so much stuff to go on. It's really hard to pinpoint one specific thing.
And that's kind of just like ConCarolinas. Again, complete details, because I keep messing it up, at ConCarolinas.org. All right, and yeah, that's kind of the whole thing, where there's so many different things coming together.
Yeah, we're a big tent, and we cover a lot of things, from Star Trek to Firefly. I mean, it's crazy. And this year we are DeepSouthCon. It's a traveling convention that goes from convention to convention, and this is the 48th. DeepSouthCon. It's only awarded to cons that are held in the states of former Confederacy, and it's something we're very proud to have. We expect to set attendance records for the DeepSouthCon. It's been around since the 70s, and we're going to be the best DeepSouthCon there is.
All right, so if somebody is thinking about coming out to this and they've never been to a con before, all right, what do you suggest? What would be some quick advice to tell somebody that's coming to a con for the first time?
For the first time, you can either go one of two ways. Either just take it easy, go to a couple panels, go to the dealer's room, and kind of, if you're just ready for a light, or you want to go heavy, head to the Rocky Horror, head to the zombies, head to the, maybe do some gaming. I mean, it's just It depends on how much energy you want to spend this weekend. If you're not tired at the end of this weekend, you've done something wrong.
And we had Richard Hatch on earlier, and I got all cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Coming up next, we're going to have Claudia Christian, right?
Claudia Christian from Babylon 5. She played Commander Ivanova. She's an awesome person.
Oh, yes, she did. Hello. So she's going to be joining us here when we come back. And, yeah, you want to see me flustered? Keep it right here because we'll have that for you in just a little bit. It's ConCarolinas. It's going to be a good time. Look at all this weekend. Check them out online, ConCarolinas.org. Back to you guys.
All right, thanks a lot, Wilson.
Right now, we need to hand it out to John Wilson, hanging out with a bunch of characters this morning, literally. Hey, Wilson.
There are definitely some characters here this morning. We're talking about ConCarolinas, ladies and gentlemen, right here at the University Hilton. You got to come up to the Hilton up here. And Claudia Christian is here with us. You know her from Babylon 5. And, man, everybody is, like, so psyched for this ConCarolinas. What's it like for you going to conventions and things like this?
Oh, I only care about the fried pickles, actually.
We've got some good fried pickles around here.
I have heard copious amounts about the barbecue and fried pickles in North Carolina, and that is why I am in Charlotte.
Hey,
yes,
there
sir.
You go. Well, hey, I mean, come on by, bring your best barbecue.
Well, it's not that I don't love these folks, but, you know, when the barbecue's talking, I'm walking.
Hey.
So there you go.
Oh, yeah. You're here and going to be talking to all the fans of Babylon 5 and all of that. And just, I mean, the fans are really passionate.
Yes, they're rabid, actually. And I'm here for shameless self-promotion for my new Showtime series. Look, it's coming out this fall.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I'm garnering up new fans for the show. And that's smart. See, it's like the old hucksters. We're the original hucksters now. But we're the hucksters of the millennium. Right, guys?
Yeah.
Woo! Yeah.
No, I love that. And Richard Hatch, he's going to be out here as well. ConCarolinas, check him out online, ConCarolinas.org. He was talking about, you know, kind of how careers kind of, you know, crazy and then not whatever. But it's kind of cool with all the things you're doing where you've got fans that, like, follow you for everything you do, but then fans that follow you for that one little thing from years ago.
Yes, I still have fans who just are devoted to, like, the first film I was ever in. And then there are diehards that just only Babylon 5 and people who negate, you know, anything else you've ever done. And you know what? I don't mind in their minds being typecast because sci-fi fans are the most loyal fans in the universe.
Yeah.
More loyal than, it's true. They are more loyal than soap opera fans. They're more loyal than feature film fans. Even more loyal than sports fans. They are intense, and I love them.
What would you say to somebody who's watching this morning, watching these people?
That's my age. Hold on a second.
Hey, that's right. It's showtime on the line here. Thanks for plugging the show. Hey, what would you say to somebody who's watching this right now this morning going, these people are nuts. This is crazy, but I got to go check it out. Like, it's their first time at a con. What would you tell them?
Absolutely. Put on something fun and get your butt down here. It's just a lot of fun, and they're very passionate, and there's great things to do if you're a gamer. There's collectibles, and also Richard Hatch promised that he'll show his Viper later on.
Yes. Hello.
Hey there.
What a lady. Sci-fi humor. You got to love that. All right, now listen. You mentioned the barbecue, all right? We take our barbecue, we take our sci-fi, and we take our barbecue very, very serious. You know, there's two kinds of barbecue, all right? And
yellow and red, sir.
Yeah, exactly. Which kind of barbecue are you looking for?
Well, you see, I'm going to ostracize a whole group of people if I say the wrong color. So I'm going to say, if they're well done, I like them both. If they're well made, not well done. But I have had some wonderful mustard-based sauces, but I'm kind of leaning to the red. I'm a red girl.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I know. I do. Maybe I just haven't had the right yellow one yet.
Well, there's a few places around. Maybe seriously, you can find some good barbecue here, and you can find Claudia here this weekend, right here in the University area. Check it out. All the details at ConCarolinas.com. The Hilton up here. They would love to see you up here. It is a good time, and you got your helmet?
I might be in disguise later on, but if you see this walking around, just knock on it.
There you go. If you see...
Claudia, are you in there?
And especially if it's holding barbecue.
Exactly. If you've got a bag of barbecue and some fried pickles, you are my man or woman.
Oh, hello!
Woo, baby!
You heard it here first. All right, we'll see you this weekend. ConCarolinas.org. Check it out. We're going to have it up on FoxCharlotte.com for you a little bit later on. Guys, this has been like the best show in a long time. Thank you so much for coming out. It is going to be a great weekend here. Ladies and gentlemen, live long and prosper. And may the force be with you, all right? It's all good. There you go. That's Wilson's role. Back to you guys in the studio.
I'm with you, Wilson. I love that.